Hello there, this is Amber Parrott from the Morgan James Author Support Team, and I am privileged to be joined by author Michele Chynoweth, the author of The Jealous Son. Hello, Michele. How are you doing?
Hi, Amber. It's great to be here.
Glad to have you. I want to dive in and ask you a couple of questions about your most recent book. So, how can readers today relate to the biblical story of Cain and Abel? That's what The Jealous Son is based off of, right?
Yes. So, The Jealous Son, which is my fourth novel and most recent, published by Morgan James, is a story that reimagines the story of Cain and Abel in the Bible. It's a contemporary novel full of suspense and a little romance. And it reimagines that story in a way where readers can relate today. So it takes us along the journey of the Trellis family, and it starts out from Eliza Trellis's point of view. She's the Eve character. She is the mom. And she is banned from her home in the Navajo Nation. She commits a crime. She is banned along with her partner in crime, her friend, Alex Trellis. They are shunned and banned, and they eventually get married and have two sons named Cameron and Austin Trellis. Life is fairly normal. They have their ups and downs, but eventually things turn dark as Cameron becomes jealous of his younger brother, Austin, and wants what he feels his brother is unfairly getting. They're in a band together, and Austin gets all the fame. Cameron feels like Austin gets the accolades and the more love and attention from their parents. And Austin eventually gets the girl that Cameron is in love with. So he sets out to get justice. Readers can relate because it's a story of loss, and we've all lost somebody in our lives or suffered loss, and how we get through that with faith in God. That's the message of the story, but it also deals with contemporary issues such as the opioid addiction, suicide, and teenage loss. It deals with grief and a mother's loss, and also contemporary issues like sanctuary cities. So it delves into headline issues, but also gets that message across from the Bible story in a way people can relate today through modern characters, plot line, and that's what all my stories do.
Yeah. So you mentioned that this is the fourth in a series. All of these books are based off of biblical stories, and you call this genre modern day Bible stories. Why do you write in this genre? Why are you so passionate about it?
Well, it sort of found me. I feel like looking back, God called me to do this. So they each are individual novels based on various Bible stories, although I'm writing a sequel now to The Peacemaker. So we have The Jealous Son that is based on Cain and Abel, and The Runaway Prophet based on Jonah, The Peacemaker based on the story of David and Abigail, the first book of Samuel, and then The Faithful One, which got me started on this whole journey based on the book of Job. I look back now and see I was going through a lot of Job-like stuff back when I originally wrote this. I was losing my marriage through a bitter divorce. I was losing my business, which was an ad agency back in the recession of the 90s. I was losing, or felt like I was losing, my kids who were becoming teenagers. And I was losing my health through the disease of alcoholism. And fortunately, God brought me through, just like he did Job, with a newer, better life, redemption. And today I'm married to a wonderful man. We have a great relationship with all five of our kids, blended family. I'm living the dream of being an author, speaker, and book coach. And I just celebrated 16 years in recovery. So that's my Job story, or pay it forward. But God not only helped me, I think he's helping my readers of my novels and the people I speak to and help through my book coaching services, as far as helping them see God's message in today's, in a way they can relate to today, to these Bible stories, helping them with hope and faith and courage and and just to trust God's plan. So that's what I try to do in each of my novels, but in an edgy way, entertaining way. I call them edgy Christian fiction or fast-paced fiction.
Sure. I love it. It sounds very relatable, and I love that you are not just basing it off of the Bible stories that have so much wisdom in it, but off your own life experience, it seems like, as well.
Yes, there's a little bit of me in each of my novels. The Jealous Son, based on Cain and Abel. I have, like I said, 5 kids between us. They're all in their 20s now. They're all grown and have a couple grandkids. But my oldest 2 sons had that sibling rivalry. My sister and I had that sibling rivalry. So that's another issue that the Jealous Son brings out. So I tried to relate to readers, like I said, with issues, challenges, hardships, because life is messy, and you know, I've been through a lot, so I hope readers can relate.
Yeah, for sure. So, with these books out, with The Jealous Son and your other novels, what are your future goals?
Well, I am a overachiever and big dreamer, so I hope that my novels get made into movies. I've pitched it to various producers, and Cindy Bond is quoted on the back of The Jealous Son as saying this should be made into a movie. So she's one of the ones I've pitched it to. She produced I Can Only Imagine. So I'm hoping to get them made into movies because I think there's an upswing with Christian movies that are edgy and that people can relate to and that aren't boring or, preachy, but get across real life grit. And that's what I'm hoping. I think my novels fall in that gap between Universal and the Christian market where everybody can get something out of them. So I'm hoping they get made into movies, or TV series would be great. I also hope I'm writing the next one based on the Book of Solomon called The Wise Man. So look for that hopefully next year. And I'm hoping to do more speaking engagements. And I also, like I mentioned, I'm a book coach. So I help other writers become authors. And I'm building that business. And I just love what I do. So just hoping to grow my brand,
Yeah,
write the next one, and more down the line, and get the word out.
that's excellent. Excellent. Well, Michelle, if our readers would like to connect with you, where can they find you?
My website is Michele with 1 L, Chynoweth, spelled CHYNOWETH.com. They can email me, Michele@MichelleChynoweth.com. I'm on all of social media, so Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Pinterest. I think I covered them all, Instagram. And I love hearing from readers. I love hearing from people who just want to know what my books are about or how they can find that message or better comprehend or understand these stories, these Old Testament stories. I focus on those in the Bible. So please reach out. And if you're a writer that is looking to possibly write your story or your next book, I love helping with my book coaching services, which are basically writing coaching, editing, and just I'm a big cheerleader. So how I like to help people because I've been there on this journey.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And readers, be sure to pick up a copy of The Jealous Son wherever books are sold. Thank you so much, Michelle, for joining me today.
Thank you, Amber, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you very much.
You too. Have a good one.